Hello my friends, welcome to Home and Garden. Today I am going to show you these beautiful upright irises, and also I am going to give you some tips on how to care, plant them, and also combine them with your other plants, and especially to propagate them. This is actually a bicolor, and they do have this light purple and this dark one here. They also have a stripe, and this the yellow one. That's why they call it bearded Irish, because they have a look like a beard onto the center of the flower. So because this, especially this one, this is really heavy. They have like in one stem they have about four flowers, and two is still under flower buds. So I planted them next to this evergreen tree and also my evergreen rhododendron. Here they receive at least 6 hours of sunlight, because irises, they do love to receive sun. And this is actually, I don't have anything planted onto this side of the garden, and what I think first is a plant that likes sun. So the upright irises is the one that I'm thinking that this is a good spot for them to grow, and it is. You can see it, they bloom, and I hope there's a different colors as well. By next year I should see a different color, because this is actually a new one I just planted like early last year. So at least they bloom and they give me a very nice flowers, and I can also propagate them and move some of them on the other side of my garden. This Irish, I am so excited when I saw it this morning, because I never knew that I have a white bloom Irish in my garden. I will propagate this. I will remember this spot, and I will definitely propagate this, because I like to actually think a while ago when I saw it, I want to add this on my rose garden, because I do have the roses on that side. They are all white bloom, and actually I add just this year, I add all the white lilies in between the roses. So this one is nice to propagate and put it in between the roses as well, because I love the color. They're so nice. And again, the bloom, look at this. Look at my hand. They are bigger than my hand. So this is a very exciting to add it on the rose garden. Look at that. Isn't it beautiful? They're so big, so gentle. That's the middle, and there is a purple in the middle too. I love it. So continuing this side, I actually add some columbine, and actually that center, this is a fig tree, a fruit tree, and I do have different color of irises that's planted here. This is also a bearded irises, and look at this bloom. I have also there a yellow one here, more yellow here. You can barely see it because the fig leaves is so big and it's covering the bloom of the iris. And this one, it's so beautiful. I want you to notice this. You see this flower bud? They're not in bloom yet. This looks like dead, because look at the color. It's black. It's really like, especially this one. This is really dark. This is really black. Look at that. And then when they bloom, they have this maroon, dark maroon color, and they are so neat. I love it. So that's the white one there, and here is the maroon, dark maroon, and yellow. And I want to show you the other color that I have in my garden as well. I do have some irises on the front yard as well too. We'll check it out later on. And this is actually a good decision for me to move from the front yard and put them here in the backyard next to my vegetable garden area, because on this side they receive a lot of sunlight. So again, remember, the irises, they love sun, and they bloom better when they receive sunlight. Some of them that I planted on the front areas, actually they don't bloom. They have all the leaves They have a healthy leaves like this side over here, but they never bloom. So I will actually going to move them also. And let's check it out, the one that I moved here last year. This is actually my vegetable garden. I only have a raised bed garden for them. But anyways, I am going to show you this side and show you all my irises. They have a different plant that's planted next to them as well. And I have this robard, and this is a mint. Actually, I have a banana tree on this side. And here, they have a full shade and actually partial sun. It should be like full sun, partial shade, and it should be better, but I have more shade in this area, so I'm going to find an area where to replant them to receive a full sun, because this one especially here, I don't see any bloom. There's no bloom here. This is done, and this one, there's only few blooms as well, but I have this that I put it here next to the cherry tree, and look at that beautiful color. This one is lighter pink, looks like a purple, darker purple to lighter pink. And I have a combination also of some irises. This is the yellow bearded iris as well, and they also look nice. I love it. They have a scent. You can smell it. Even I'm walking on this side a while ago, I can smell them already. They are very nice, very pleasant to smell, and I love it. The looks and the color, they are very, very beautiful. So walking on the side of my garden, actually that red flower here, this is azalea. This is an azalea bush, but looks like a tree. They're so big. I have to actually trim them. This also a scented flower, and they're so beautiful. So while walking here, because we are going to the front yard to show you all the purple irises that I planted there, I just giving you a quick look of my azalea. They're so beautiful and big. So towards to the side gate, I have also the purple rhododendron. So let's check it out, the other irises that planted on the front yard. So here's one of the iris that I plant on the side of the driveway, and I actually planted more towards the front. This one is just close to the side gate, and this is what they look like. So this iris is different foliage. Look at that. There are more pointy. If you are familiar with the crocosmia leaves, this foliage of this special iris are different compared to the other upright irises that I've shown you in the back. They are thicker and they are more light green foliage. This one is dark green, and this is what the flower look like. So this is not actually a bearded iris. This is a different, just a regular iris. But I do have, it's really easy to propagate them. And also this one, you propagate them by their roots. So I can actually, let me just show you real quick. If I can pull one to show you how this can be propagated. The other one, if you are familiar with the ginger root, that's what it looked like, which is I'm going to show you another quick look on how they look like. So I'm trying to actually pull this. Well, so this one, this is okay to propagate because you can see there's roots in here. But the more roots that you can pull, of course, the more healthier that they can grow. So this is what this iris's roots look like. So the other one again, it's different because they are look like the ginger roots. So we'll check them out later on. Okay, walking towards to the driveway, I still have all of these irises in this side, and that's a lot of flowers. I love the color. They are like dark blue. And I have more here, which is mixed with the columbine. I have hostas and hellebores next to them, and also the upright lilies. So again, this is this beautiful Irish. So I am going to the second level of my front yard garden, and this is actually a quick look of my azalea. Look at that. It's so beautiful. So I am checking, going to show you my other irishes that's planted in the side of my garden. And here they are actually receiving a full sun, and I am happy because look at them. Look at that. That's like a double bloom. They are planted next to my front yard deck actually. So like the entrance going to the deck, and look, I have to stake them because they're already sagging on this side because they are maybe heavy. Like this one, there's like about 4 bloom on this one stem. Have to fix this. And they look beautiful. Oh, there's another mix of this dark maroon actually next to all of this purple color. Let me just give you a quick look on the difference of these two colors. So that's the lighter purple and looks like a dark red, almost like, actually look at that. And when I showed you in the backyard a while ago, they almost look like black when they're not even bloom yet. You see? So I actually mix the irishes together with my crocus mia. So that's the crocus mia, and also have the snapdragon in between. So that's my irishes in the back. Crocus mia snapdragon, that's about to bloom as well. And mix in between, I have this irishes. This side, look at this foliage. It's so beautiful. So after they're done blooming, you don't really have to cut the leaves yet. Just leave it until they turn brown because they can still add beauty to your garden. Because look at this one. They look like, if you've seen the birds of paradise plant, that's how they look like. Compared to the iris that I've shown you in the front, they have like similar to this crocus mia leaves, but they are Irish. This one is crocus mia. The one in the front, they are Irish as well, but they have the same foliage like this as crocus mia. So this is the other upright Irish, but look how thick is this. The leaves are look like a sword because they're so big. So let me just show you how this big upright Irish bulb look like. This one I mentioned to you a while ago, they look like actually like a ginger. So the way that I propagate them, I just actually going to show this to you. This one is okay to remove right now because there's no flowers anyway. So you see that? That looks like a ginger, isn't it? If you've seen a ginger, then that's how they look like. So anyway, like this one, that's a new shoot. So this one bulb, actually, you can separate it, cut them in here, and plant this side and this side as well as fine. So there's another shoot in here and shoot over here. You can actually have that, but in my garden, I don't really have to do that because I have a lot of irishes, but I just want to organize all of them and put them on one area so that they will look nice. So when they bloom, then they will be look better. It's okay to mix it with a different color of, of flowers, but then I just want to organize them, so that's how it looked like. So I just did this side like early last year and put them together. So I hope you remember all the tips that I gave you on how to take care of these beautiful upright irises. And also, please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe, and also hit your notification bell. And please leave a comment on the comment box below. I will see you on my next video. You take care.